Okay, here we are. Holy cow, I am so excited. I just got the 300mm f2.8 lens from Sony. Oh my gosh, that's the lens hood. I just unboxed it and I literally could not wait to jump in front of the camera to talk about this insane lens. Holy cow, I'm super excited. I wanted to chat a little bit about the reasons why I bought this lens, as well as go over a little bit of the unboxing as well too. So let's take a look at that. Give me just a quick second so I can pull up something real quick. All right, so I just got this bad boy in the mail today. It is the new 300mm f2.8 from Sony. This box, when I got it from FedEx, was quite a bit larger than I was expecting. So let's take a look at what's inside here. Of course, we have camera straps, and more straps and more instructions than anyone would ever need. Of course, this is Sony's G Master lens series. That stands for Gold Master. So there are the instruction booklets, which I was expecting to find, and watch me struggle to get this open, only to quickly realize that I'm not so smart and I should have just left that open. But let's take a look here. Let's look at all of these instructions here that I do not need. Let's just open this box up. Please hurry up. Just go. Send it. Send it, Matt. Send it. Okay, so here we go. This is the container that it comes in. It is a soft carrying case, as you can see here. The second I open this up, I literally did not realize how big the front element on this lens is based on the bottom of the carrying bag. So I knew that it was going to be similar to the 70 to 200 G Master in size-ish as far as length goes, but I don't think I really understood how large the front element of this piece of glass really truly is. Let me throw this box away real quick and continue rambling on. So in regards to the size of the lens, this lens does have a rear filter, so there are no filter or lens like filter threads or anything like that to put any filters on the front of it. So the soft carrying case is the case for it. So, and then of course there is like a hood case as well too, which we will get into in just a moment. But in regards to the size of the lens, I was anticipating it to be bigger than the 70 to 200 for sure, but this is significantly larger than that. And I actually do, as you can see on my desk on the bottom left corner, I do have the 70 to 200 G Master as well too. Amazing lens, but let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Cool. There it is. So as I was just mentioning, I already knew that this does not have any lens caps, but it does come with this soft top case as well too. So that is your lens cover. It does fit super snugly on there. I do feel pretty safe and secure having it on there when I'm shooting or when I will be shooting, because I literally just got this. But that will be the cover to protect the glass. And check out, there's the front element there. Let's pop well, actually, just a second here. Let's put some of this stuff away. And put the lens hood on. So really nice little button there to lock the lens hood. I am in shock at the size of this lens. It is extremely compact and unbelievably lightweight. If you need any of the very specific details about the size, the weight, all of that good stuff, you can Google it. All the other influencers and all the other really cool people got to play with this in New York for the invite, but unfortunately I'm not cool enough, and I just decided when this comes out I'm just going to buy it, and I don't need to waste any time because I knew that I wanted it and I knew that I was going to use it. So check it out. There it is, the unboxing of this lens. How freaking beautiful is that? Holy cow. When I ordered this, I almost started crying. I was just so excited to own this piece of glass and have it as part of my collection. So, and then my light just went out. Anyways, don't care. Let's continue moving on here. So I've got the lens right here. this is it, as you can see it. I also didn't even plug my other monitor in so I can see what I'm filming. I just don't even care. I'm so excited. And as most of you know or follow my channel here, I don't really do any editing. I just send it and just go for it. I don't have the time to care about that. I'm too busy working and shooting. I am a working photographer. I work photography for a living, and I live, breathe, eat, sleep, and just everything in my life is photography. So this is why I bought this lens. So let's kind of do a quick little comparison here. So I'm going to move back just a tiny bit. So I have right here, this is the 70-200 G Master lens. In comparison, it is also the first version of the lens as well too. I know there's another version. However, I was not so impressed with the second version, and I love this version so much that I just didn't really find a need to spend more money on it when I already have it and it's already great. So just to kind of give a size comparison here, I know you're not going to be able to see a whole ton there, but there are the two lenses. This, of course, is the 300mm lens, and this, of course, is the 70-200. Nice little comparison there to see the size. It's almost the same length. It's a couple inches shorter, the 70-200 compared to the 300 lens, but I think for the amazing prime lens at being 300mm and getting f2.8, I think that is absolutely worth every single little penny. Additionally, I do happen to have here my 200-600mm lens. This one will be a little harder to do a size comparison, but they are pretty similar in size. Just setting it here on the ground, you can see that the 200-600 is obviously quite a few inches taller, but it's not like a drastic night and day difference that one is so much bigger, so much smaller than the other one. So the 200-600 is going to be an f5.6 to 6.3, and that lens definitely has a time place in my lens collection. I shoot very specific things with that. This, however, is actually for a newer client that I have where I really am in a lot of changing light. So essentially I'm shooting an activity for this company here on the North Shore, and I'm in such a wide variety of landscapes and scenery and shade and brightness. I'm at the beach, I'm on a trail, I'm just all over the place with it. So for me to have the ability to have a 2.8 was the reason why I wanted this lens. In regards to other people that may wish to purchase this lens, I could use this for just about anything. I mean, I do shoot real estate. I probably wouldn't really use as much for real estate, but for my helicopter photography, for some of my sports photography, any action type of photography, this 300mm f2.8 lens would be great for you. There are pros and cons to every lens that you purchase. Some people may say this is an absolute ridiculous waste of money. Other people say I absolutely want it. Photography is really cool because you can have a different purpose for a different lens than someone else. So I do enjoy kind of trolling through the comments just to see what like other people are saying. And a lot of the comments, I think a lot of the videos are more so really vague and they just seem very like salesy, but I am not paid by Sony or anybody that I buy these lenses through, so I can say whatever I want, and that's the joy of it, and I just don't really care what anyone else says. Anyways, this is just an unboxing video. I just received this lens, so I will not be going over any image details, but I thought it was important to show the 3 different lenses and compare them as far as size goes. This 300mm is actually the lightest of these 3 lenses, which is really shocking. I knew that it was going to be light, but I just didn't really feel like it was going to be quite that light. But everything on here seems to be absolute G Master quality. I do shoot a lot of G Master lenses. The only lens I believe the only lens in my entire collection that is not a G Master is the 200-600mm lens. I know that Sony does offer a 400 and a 600 prime lens similar to this, or basically it's an 2.8 and an f4. Though really right now where I'm personally at in my photography career and journey, I didn't really find the need necessarily to spend in excess of $12,000 to $14,000 on the lens. Granted, this lens is coming in at $6,000. I know that as a working photographer that I will be able to recoup my money from that, as well as get the amazing G Master quality photos that I really do love. And I feel like I am pretty well known for crisp laser focus images. So in order to continue achieving that, I thought this was an excellent addition to my collection. So thank you guys for watching this video. We will absolutely be sharing more images as I start to use this. I will not post a video about image quality right away because I do need to use and I do want to see the images. I do want to really thoroughly use the lens before I come back on and rant or rave about pros and cons of the lens. But thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Aloha.